Right, Shalom, first and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, the great millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shatia from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And this was on ABC World News tonight. So we'll let this play and get some scripture.
Tonight, there are harrowing new images here tonight in the case of the teacher who was shot by a first grader in Virginia. For the first time, body camera video showing the moments after that teacher was shot by the 6-year-old. Here's our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas, tonight.
Tonight, we see for the first time the tense, scary moments in the aftermath of a first grader shooting his teacher in an elementary school classroom in Newport News, Virginia in January 2023. There's Abby Zwerner after being shot in the chest and the hand, being carefully lifted by rescue workers trying to save her life. Moments later, she's in the ambulance, sirens blaring. That body camera video released during a trial involving Zwerner's $40 million lawsuit, alleging that a Newport News school administrator ignored multiple warnings from staff that the boy had a gun that morning. Today we learned that the bullet fired by the 6-year-old boy remains only inches from Zwerner's heart, still too dangerous to remove. And tonight, more details about just how dangerous and surreal it was.
As soon as he shot it, I was walking down the hall and I heard, and I went right in. Abby was in, the teacher was bloody.
And she came out.
She came out, we moved the kids out.
JT.
Stood there, and I took,
JT.
I was the one who called 911.
David, the trial continues tomorrow. We're waiting to see if the teacher will take the stand to give her account of what happened that tragic day.
Now, granted, they can't release information on this person because they're a minor, but Betty White, I guarantee you, but nonetheless, you know, we're going to go to Matthew 24:12. And it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. This is the type of generation that we are living in. Okay. Now you got to worry about first graders, 6 years old, 6-year-old children bringing guns to school. What the hell could have possibly going on between a 6-year-old and the teacher that a 6-year-old needs to go home, get a gun? Because you know his parents, his mother or his father had the gun, got it, brought it to school, and then shot the teacher. Like what? Seriously, like what the hell is going on? And see, this is why the scriptures also tell us that well, that's a good one, Colossians 4:5, but it's not. That's not the one that I want. Ephesians 5:15, and it says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." All right, these days are evil because, as we read in Matthew 24:12, the love of many is waxing cold. All right, we're in the day and age, as the scripture says, how these menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. This is something that when I was growing up, because I'm 45 years old, okay, this shit was unheard of back in the day. All right, 2 Ezra 5:8. It says, "There shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters." Like I said before, what type of world are we living in now where a 6-year-old got beef with a teacher, so much beef that he gonna take the gun to school and shoot her in the attempt to put her in the spirit world. Okay, this is why the scripture tells us in 2 Timothy 3, what's that, 2 Timothy 3:1? All right, it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Right, those perilous times are right now, the evil days are spoken of. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And this is the point, without natural affection. All right, meaning no love. The love of many shall wax cold. This is why we are living in perilous times. This is why we just read in the scripture, you have to walk around circumspectly being wise. You can't go out here thinking that, this is just a 6-year-old or this is just a 10-year-old. All right, these little demons are to the point where they're damn near adults at a young age. They have the mentality. They have that screwed up, burnt out spirit like adults have who've lived a long time. Okay, this is the type of world that we live in. It says truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent fears, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. No love. I got mine, you get yours. The whole F the world mentality. This is what we have going on. All right, this is not the time to, it's unfortunate as the scripture we just read, being circumspect and being wise. I mean, we're at a time where you can't really put it past anybody of any nation at any age to not be capable of doing something that's highly wicked. That's extremely fucking stressful. That this is what you have to wake up to and keep in mind on a daily basis. And that kind of threw me for a loop right there. I mean, that's, like I said, I'm 45. That shit was unheard of back in the day. The most that happened back in the day was a student, and he or she had to be a real asshole back in the day. But the most you saw was a student say something out of line to a teacher. He or she got their ass cursed out, and they got sent to the principal's office. And then they called your parents. And then when you saw the parents up there, you knew there was trouble. Because we all knew back in the day, our parents gave us, if anything, they always gave us one important rule. Do not make me have to leave work to come to this school to see you for anything. Unless you are sick, I better not be at this school for anything else. That's what we got back in the day. That was the extent of it. And you ain't want no smoke with parents if they had to come off work, because you knew what that meant. They wasn't getting paid. But now this is what we got to look at. All right, this is why all these teachers are retiring in droves, man. I can't blame them. Nobody wants to come to a place where their entire livelihood, their life is at stake. This is madness. But that's all I wanted to say on this. I hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say shalom.